Hey, this is Pastor James coming to you with the midweek message to lift you up. One of the things I'd like to share with you right now is this simple bit of wisdom, that the greatest way to learn something is to teach it. The question I have for you now is this: how would you go about teaching someone faith in Jesus? Now, if you've ever had an opportunity to teach someone something, or you've been asked to teach someone something, you'll know that as you teach them, you're learning too. If you want to learn a computer program really well, you should try teaching it. If you want to learn how to do something like cooking something really well, then you'll set up a lesson that you're going to teach. Now, this is what the Apostle Paul, who was one of the greatest teachers and the greatest students, said we should do in order to teach people about our faith. He said these words. He said, "The word of Christ must live in you richly." Now, the word of Christ being God's teachings. He goes on to say, "Teach and warn each other with all wisdom by singing psalms," that's why I have the guitar today, "hymns, and spiritual songs. Sing to God with gratitude in your hearts." And finally, he says these words: "Whatever you do, whether in speech or action, do it all in the name of the Lord Jesus and give thanks to God the Father through him." This is what I want to teach you right now. What you take joy in will shape the people around you. Now think about that. I actually play music all the time in my house. As my kids go to sleep, I walk up and down the hallway and I play little good songs on the guitar. I remember my grandmother and other actually beautiful women, models and role models in my life, sing songs, and I would overhear them in the kitchen, or I'd hear them in their offices and at work, and I'd hear them singing songs or giving praises to Jesus quietly. Now, I don't know about you, but those have been the most formative witnesses to Jesus Christ in my life. The people who I've overheard singing and the people who I've encountered who are really, truly loving God from the spontaneous joy of their heart. So my encouragement to you is, if you want to teach your faith to someone else, find that place of joy in your life and make sure that joy is connected to that love of Jesus Christ. And if you do, what's going to happen is people are going to learn. They're going to learn about who God is, and that's what your life should be about. Now, I want to share a couple things that are happening in the life of Highlands Church. We had the small group mixer the other day. Such a great opportunity for us to celebrate. 33 people came to this mixer. We had a great team of volunteers to welcome them, and we had 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 even groups that emerged from this small group mixer, and they're starting just this next couple of weeks. So I want to thank everyone who was praying for that mixer and encourage you that God is doing big things here. These are mostly new people who are coming to Highlands Church. Now, upcoming this weekend, we're starting a series called How to Grow. It's going to be a big one, and it's starting again this Sunday, October 11th. So I want you to come to that experience with the anticipation that God is actually going to grow you. Be ready for God to do big things. And if you want to join the small groups that we just started that are actually digging into this question of how to grow, and this question that Jesus answers through a parable that he then explains to his disciples. We'll be walking through this. And some theologians say it's the simplest, most comprehensive, and the most complex parable that Jesus ever taught. And we're going to dig deep into it. And then last but not least, there's family camp. It's not too late to sign up for family camp. If you're hearing this, we want you there. Now, what's your ticket to get to family camp? Now, honestly, there is a fee to attend family camp, but if you can't afford it, we want to make it possible for you to go. The only ticket you need in order to come to family camp is you need kids. You need to have grandkids or kids to go with you. That gets you in the door. But beyond that, we want everybody and anybody to be a part of this family camp that's only a short distance from here at Highlands Church. And it's being held on Saturday evening, Sunday all day, and into Columbus Day, the beginning of Monday in a little bit, however long people stay. So 2 nights, Saturday night, Sunday night. Amazing place. We've spent time there at these facilities. They're great. It's an amazing campground with a lot of fun things to do, and it will be a game changer for families looking to reconnect and come back to life again. I just want to encourage you. This is Highlands Church. Things are happening here, and they're happening because of your faithfulness. Most of all, I want to say thank you for your generosity, for your belief in Jesus Christ, and that what Jesus Christ has said we should do, which is to form a church, to walk alongside one another and into this community and into the valleys of this world, that is worth living our lives for, dedicating our lives to. And so I want to thank you for doing that, for saying yes to Jesus and saying yes to Jesus' plan called Highlands Church. And I look forward to seeing you in the next couple of weeks as we discover how we can teach and how we can grow and how we can be the best reflections of Jesus' love in this world. All right, take care.